Hey everyone, it's Anna Runyon from Classy Career Girl, and I am back today. We're going to talk about how to handle imposter syndrome or self-doubt. So, this is really about feeling like you are a complete fraud and not an expert. So, how could you ever start a business or be a coach or help people sell things when you have this imposter syndrome and major self-doubt? So we're going to talk about that today. I have definitely felt this same way. I'm going to tell you all about it and some lessons I've learned over the last 10 years to move past it so that I can continue to pursue my goals and dreams and help people and continue to grow my business. One note that I wanted to share with you all is that if you did not know, all of these podcasts that I record are also recorded as videos, and you can find the videos on my YouTube channel at Classy Career Girl as well. You can actually go into the old files of videos on YouTube. I have been recording videos on YouTube for over 10 years. So you can even go back and watch the early days, which is kind of frightening that those are still available, but they are. But I also continue to release these podcasts every week as videos. So if you would rather watch them as videos and actually see my face as we're talking, you can go get those on my YouTube channel at Classy Career Girl, or of course, they're always available as audio on the podcast too. So whichever way works best for you. And then soon you will also see them on the Classy Career Girl blog as well. So we're trying to make it so that you'll be able to read the post, or you'll be able to watch a video, or you'll be able to get the audio. So coming soon in 2025 at a computer near you, there will also be a blog post every week as well, so you can read the content. So let's dive into imposter syndrome or self-doubt. I will always share this story. Anytime I talk about imposter syndrome, I always think back to 2014. I had just had my first daughter. I had just quit my day job, and I had been invited to my first international speaking event in Brazil, in Curitiba, Brazil. And this was such an amazing opportunity. I almost didn't even believe it was real when I saw the email land in my inbox. I could not believe that people around the world wanted to fly me out to Brazil to speak to them about women's leadership. I did not feel qualified. I felt like a fraud. I'm like, do they know who I am? I mean, I'm just a nobody. Why do they want little old me to speak to their business school and all these people that were attending this major event that they hold once a year? It was a huge honor, and it was something that I felt like I wasn't qualified to do, although I still said yes, because of course we got to say yes. But leading up to that event, it was months of preparing, and I told my coach, I was like, I am just really nervous about this event. Like, I have a lot of self-doubt about doing this speaking event. What if no one cares about what I'm talking about? What if I don't do a good job? I'm not really an expert. And my coach told me at that time, she said, you are always going to feel this way. You're always going to feel imposter syndrome. It's never going to go away. The earlier you learn how to handle it and move beyond it, the better, because it's just something that's just always going to live with you. We're always going to kind of feel this, like, every time we take a leap to that next level, we're always going to feel like we're not qualified to do it because let's face it, we're not. We're going to the next level. We're doing something we've never done before. So important to realize it's just never going to go away, but you have to learn how to conquer it, how to move past, and how to grow from it. So the first thing that I have learned is to reframe my negative thoughts and instead highlight my achievements. So when I was going through this period of my life where I was doing this new stuff, this up leveling, quitting my day job, going all in on my business, doing these international speaking events, I made sure that every single day I wrote down 3 wins. This is when I was also keeping my gratitude journal too. So every day in that journal, I would go on the balcony, have my coffee, drink my warm coffee on the balcony, and I would write down my 3 wins for the day and 3 things I was grateful for. So of course it's important to think about gratitude, but especially today when we're talking about that self-doubt, we have to celebrate the small wins, the little things. If I was writing that right now, recording this podcast episode, this was a win. I mean, I have 3 kids and a family and a busy life. Like, It is a win that I got in my office today, that I got all ready, that I got the outline all ready beforehand, that I hit the record button. That is a small win that I am going to celebrate today. So write down the small things. I woke up early this morning. I was able to have my morning time, like something to celebrate. The little things, because all those little things are going to add up to the big things. They're going to add up to reaching your goals and your dreams. So writing down your wins late daily, that shows, that teaches yourself like you're doing good things, you are achieving things, you are making things happen. This is why at the end of every year, and if you haven't done it yet for last year, reflect on those achievements and those things that worked well over that last year, the things that you did, the things you achieved over the last year, because there have been things. Usually we just focus on our failures and the things we didn't accomplish, but what are those things that you did accomplish? So that's the first thing. Always be celebrating those wins. If you're feeling imposter syndrome, get in this habit, create a journal, and every day write down 3 successes that you've had. It's like your success journal. Celebrate those small wins. The second one is get around other supportive communities, especially if you're going into entrepreneurship. You want to be around other entrepreneurs. You want to learn from those other entrepreneurs. You want to be celebrated by those other entrepreneurs who understand the small wins that really do add up and celebrate you. In the early days, I was involved in a mastermind group of other we called it the Mama Boss Mastermind, other moms who were growing businesses. And it was such an important thing to have in my life because they were so supportive. They celebrated me, and I got to share what I was working on, and then I got to share things I was struggling with, and it lasted for many years. Like it was just such a good group. So get around, either obviously if you can do any sort of like Zoom virtual masterminds, that's what we were doing because we were all around the country. But there's also Facebook groups, like our Classy Career Girl Network is a free Facebook group where you can share and you can get support as well too. You can listen to podcasts. That's what I was always doing. Every time I would leave my day job, I would turn on my entrepreneur brain and become an entrepreneur, and I would just listen to podcasts about other entrepreneurs and just soak up that information. And so and just soak up that information and kind of be around those positive people as much as I could, even though it was in my ear and in my podcast. And then the third thing that you want to do when you're feeling the self-doubt is you want to commit to a daily habit of learning. Even if it's just 15 minutes every morning, right when you wake up, learn something. So this is why in our membership site, Corporate Rescue Plan, all of our videos are less than 15 minutes. They're just 10 to 15 minutes because I truly believe if you just watch one of them and do the action every single day, it's short. 10 minutes is all you need. You're going to make progress because you're starting to learn, you're starting to get the mindset that you need to become an entrepreneur. And if you can commit to doing that every single day, either 15 minutes a day or 1 hour a week, that's all you need to succeed, to grow your business and to move forward and learn the things that you need to learn to have success as well. So this could also just be reading a book. Go find a book in the field that you want to learn about. Maybe it's you want to have a business in a certain industry. Go find the best book in that industry. Go find, like, if you're going to business school, what are those people learning? What are those books that people are learning in business school? You can read those same books yourself. Whatever industry that you want to go into, there's a book, there's an expert who has written a book on that topic. Go find that book, check it out from the library or buy it on Amazon. It'll be here soon. And then carve out that time in the morning, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes where every single day you're learning a little bit more, you're learning a little bit more. Back when I was just starting my career coaching business, this is exactly what I did. I did not feel qualified to be a career coach. And so I was just interviewing other career coaches. I was interviewing other experts on my YouTube channel. If you go back on my YouTube channel, my Classy Career Girl YouTube channel, you can actually see some of those early videos recorded in like 2012 and 2013 where I was just interviewing other career experts. I was just absorbing everything that they told me. I was just learning from them. I was asking them my questions. And then I would go to the library and I would check out every single book that they had about job searching. And I would read every single book. And that's really, I mean, I developed my expertise from learning myself from interviewing experts, and then by doing it too, because that's really the next step. I can learn, but we also have to take action. So that's why in our career coach certification program, we required our coaches to have 10 hours of practice coaching sessions. And we provide them with the clients that want to have those career coaching sessions with them so that they get really high quality practice coaching people who really, really want it. They don't have to go ask their friends and family. And the reason that we do that is because from those 10 sessions, they get the practice, they get to learn, they get to see what those challenges are, those problems people are struggling with, and they get to practice their coaching skills as well, their career coaching skills. So that way they can start to build up their confidence so they don't have that imposter syndrome anymore. So when our coaches go from that one session to that 10th session, it's like night and day. They're nervous, they're scared, they don't think that they're qualified to be a career coach in that first session. And by that 10th session, because they're using a lot of our systems and our templates and our training materials, by that 10th session, they're like on fire. They're like, I can do this. I can help people. I'm an amazing career coach. And that's what you need. That's why I say, like, the practice, the actual taking action. We can study all the interviews and we can study all the books and we can listen to all the audios and the podcasts. But I want to see you take it to that next level this year and actually take the action. We covered this in the last podcast too. You learn so much from taking action, from making mistakes, from having failures. We learn. And so we have to move forward and take action because we're going to learn that way too. And that's really how you build up your expertise, by actually doing the work and taking action. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you have not already downloaded our free 90-day planner, make sure you do that. This is the perfect time of year to create your annual plan and your 90-day plan, to create your vision and your monthly plan. And then every week we do the weekly plan as well too. That's all of that is in my free 90-day planner. And you can get that at www.classycareergirl.com/free plan. So happy New Year to you. Super excited to help you launch your dream business this year in 2025. We're going to do it together. Stick with me. We will be continuing to release these podcast episodes every week. They're also on my YouTube channel as well too, so you can go check those out. And then come join me to start planning. Go grab that free 90-day planner and get started.